After looking for the best expert advisors to trade on my DarwinIA Zero accounts and experimenting with many, I am very pleased to tell you that I achieved Gold DarwinIA status. It is so satisfying and motivating when hard work pays off, and of course I'll be more than happy to share it with you so you can get there too. And of course the first thing I want to show you is that thing here, participating in DarwinIA Gold. My current position is 16 out of 175, which is a good spot, and actually it was 15 this morning and it was 12 just yesterday, but it dropped a little bit, and I guess the drop is because of my floating loss that I have at the moment with the grid machine, the free expert advisor that I showed in many of my videos, but still I'm not promoting it because it is super risky, and the only place where I can trade it is DarwinIA, just because it blew my live account recently and I showed it in a video. So DarwinIA remains the only place where I can trade grid systems, and you can see that in the account history. If I start from the beginning, it was the 22nd of December when the first trade opened, and until the moment, with plenty of trades, this robot achieved a profit of 161,800 euro and 31 cents. That is unbelievable, especially if you look at the performance and the balance chart. Such a smooth balance, and even if I switch to equity, you will see that there were a few drawdowns, but nothing big. When I say nothing big, it is nothing big for a funded DarwinIA account, but if that was my live account, it will be just. And before I explain what it means to be participating in DarwinIA Gold, let me show you more about the grid machine. It is trading on euro-dollar on M1 chart. The recommendation, by the way, from the vendor was for H1 chart, but I selected M1. And if I show the properties, you will see that I am trading it with a starting lot of 0.3. The M lot is 1.5, max lot is 5. The take profit is 20, and the max orders are set to 18. The delta is 10, but I honestly never figured that out. And the rest of the settings I left to default. But if I show you some of the most recent trades, you will see that once we have, let's say, a short order right in here, it started with 0.3, and that trade happened on the 6th of April, and it was at 1642. So right in here there was a short trade, and then there is a consecutive short trade where the lot increased to 0.45, and that happened at 4 minutes past 18 right at that moment, and those two trades were closed on a profit right in here. So a short trade and another short trade, and both were closed on a profit. So why it is 0.45? Because one more time the lot multiplier is set to 1.5. So if you increase that number, every next order will be with a higher lot, and that increases the risk, obviously. So this is how the grid machine works. Nothing really specific with that EA. However, I succeeded achieving this stable result by using the settings I just showed, which brought me the DarwinIA Gold status and this good spot that is dropping today, but I hope this is a short-term bearish move. Now, so far, the total DarwinIA allocation that I received was 260,000 euro, and the current DarwinIA allocation is 90,000 euro. So this is how much was allocated to me from DarwinIA. And if I show you the payments and I go to allocations, you will see that right in here, and you will see that there is 704 euro that I have as an estimated performance fee for the current quarter. And if I go to earnings, you will see that from that account I've already made withdrawals of 815 euro and 420 euro. Now if I go to DarwinIA, you will see that I am on spot 16, or at least this is where I should be. Okay, still says 15 in the ranking, and you can see that the return is 1.25. So there are traders above me who received higher allocation. Now the main difference here is two things. One is that with the gold status, my account opens to investors' capital, while with the silver, only DarwinX as a hedge fund is allocating funds to my account, while with gold, third-party investors may put their money in my Darwin. And that the second difference is that the monthly return is what matters. So I already proved that I am a successful trader with this risky grid system, and DarwinX doesn't need to look at the overall performance. They're looking just at the monthly performance to evaluate how much allocation I will get in the next month. So if I click on the DarwinX Silver, you will see that the top 3 traders receive less from what the top guys in the DarwinIA Gold receive. At the same time, there are just 175 people here, while in DarwinIA Silver there are 7,262 people. So in the gold level, there are less people fighting for more money. And just for your information, you can click on each of these Darwins on the top and you can see what their return is. So the top guy actually made a return of 7.66%, and I believe this is for the last 5 months, and the return for September is so far 10.72. But have a look at the max drawdown in the last 7 months, it is 3.69%, which is probably the key factor here. And if I click through the rest, you will see that the return in September for the second trader is 5.05, third one is 5.10, and if I just quickly scroll through the others, you will see that none of the traders is actually chasing huge profits and huge returns. And if I go to DarwinIA Gold and I click on the first guy who received €500,000, you will see 6.52, second guy 4.6, third 3.48. If I scroll down to my spot that I have at the moment, you will see that it is 1.25. And if I click on my Darwin, you will see that this is exactly the performance that I have for the last 1 month in September. So this is what matters when you have DarwinIA Gold status, how you will perform in the current month, or this will predefine how much you are getting as allocation for the next month. But the reason I showed you all of these stats for DarwinIA Gold or DarwinIA Silver is that all of the top guys figured out that it is important to achieve small and consistent profits. They are not chasing 50 or 100% a month. You don't need that for a funded DarwinX account. And if you want to be involved in that competition, check out DarwinX. You can sign up for €38 a month and later you pay €38 a month. For that amount of money, you receive the €100,000, and from there you have to prove that you have a good system, and then you're going to the DarwinIA Silver, and then you can fight for DarwinIA Gold status, which will give you potentially more capital. And check out the link down below in the description to see a discounted coupon that I arranged for all of my subscribers. Also have a look at the DarwinX account, where I will keep trading this risky grid machine expert advisor. So whenever you're watching the video, you will see how this account is performing. I won't be really surprised if this expert advisor just blows the account, because it is a grid system. And as I said in the last 2 videos, and now this is the 3rd video, I am trading grid systems only on DarwinX accounts and on funded accounts, because there you are not risking your own capital. As well, I stay away from challenges and prop firms when it comes to grid systems, because I will simply lose the challenge whenever there is a drawdown. But with DarwinX, there are no daily limitations, so even if the grid systems have their bad period that recovers, that is okay. The account will continue building and you will have your track record and you will have the chance of participating in the DarwinIA Gold. I love you guys and thanks so much for staying with me until the end of the video. It really means the world to me. But before you go, and if you want to see me in another video, check out this one on my site and you will learn more about the Darwin X and how the withdrawals work. Until then, I wish you safe trading and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!